gonna ruin Timber in the game.
10
From the
seconds
laning phase to the mid game to the late game.
You know, as soon as...
Oh, shit! Game number 1 from Wing says we're gonna go for the pudge.
They love doing this against Void. They always do it for the save.
This is the chrono counter. Yeah. You chrono my teammates, I'm gonna hook my teammates out.
In 15 seconds when the runes will spawn. Digital Chaos, they're grouping up heavily to contest this top rune, but so are Wings.
It looks like they're actually going to try and aggro over here.
Wait for it, here they come, they're coming down into the river. Who's going to get that first rune? It does go the way of Wings. We are taking a lot of damage early on, but the Illuminate, it hits on 4. Blink is so low, DC's almost got first blood. Resolution, time looking into the first blood, but it's Weehaw
with the
on the Skywrath,
risk
throwing the
of
ultra
from
range.
Starry Eyes.
That will bring down Blink.
To deal with this constant spam from Skywrath Mage.
Well, the lanes have settled down after that first blood in the river. We've had 3.5 minutes of peace. But on bottom lane, the first big rotation is actually going to be, well, I say big, as Innocence coming down to help. To gank up Moo, he's got 1 point up in Timberchain, so he's got a way to get away from this, but then the movement speed, Crush off cooldown in 2 seconds time. No support coming in from DC, the Crush will connect, but Moo, 10 reactive armor charges. He's so tanky, the body block is not enough. Where's your back there? Almost! The chain away! They're under the tower! There's no mana on Moo, but Faith, he might be in a little bit too deep here. He needs a way out. Crush is available. Where's that tether? It's off cooldown, but the Crush is going to miss. In comes your tether. Moo's looking for an opening. Remember, he's got no mana, no mango, and that means he can't find the kill. Faith dives deep, but does not kill the Moo. This looks to be the reason why they're rotating up, so Faith beyond as well as Innocence. Looking towards Weehaw. Weehaw has been very cocky in this mid lane, going over the river, and this is that kind of moment they were waiting for. Faith runs in, they'll get an easy crush, Innocence to help out with the Wisp Spirit, Blink the Storm Spirit!
I saw it so brief.
He burnt the retina out of Blink! And now it's a 1-1 trade-off, but that was a heavy rotation for Wings, the time committed for that. He feels like he's got an opening here. While Resolution was farming the camp, the Dire Observer Ward still sees quite nicely. The rating of and Sentry is too far away. Now iceice moves over. Oh, what's the hook? Actually threads the DC needle, and they have to turn with a rod. iceice stunned up. He'll deny himself with a rod. Sarkson, he's away. Back behind the T1 tower. Still a couple of stick charges up his sleeve. Resolution also with Time Walk and stick charges up. Back up as far as they can. But Resolution, the ball slap into the tree line, and the glaive is not enough damage. But it is!
The darkness.
The last word was had by Wings. Misery's coming up for some deep revenge. He needs to find him in the tree lines. Shadow starts his TP out. Innocence does not have the man to do so. Misery gonna loop around the tree line, try and lock him in, but then to tether away the creep wave, avoiding the Luminate as well. He gets out at the same time. Weehaw went for a crazy dive behind the tier 1 tower and lost his life.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
My deepest thanks.
It guarantees the early tier 1.
Dire's structures are
And the help
fortified.
comes in from Coddle.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As we say that, Blink and IO.
Well, can they jump this? Move still with the implication. There's your first jump across the start with no more next to the damage. It may be enough with the back, but then the Timbersaw chains up the shark from damage. It's almost going to kill Instant if he's not careful. But they find the kill before he pulls it in.
Saksa just ditched him right there. I think with an Illuminate, they might have been able to get a triple kill right
Dire's
there.
top tower is under attack.
Moo, that's a right. Try to do what he could. Relocate ganks will happen as iceice perches in the bottom lane.
Yeah, he's waiting to prepare on Moo. With the implication he knows he's going to get the hit, the chain up. iceice still waits his time out. Creeping away. Oh no. No early stat items over on Faithian.
And that Observer Ward will not catch wind of the Slardar
Dire's
nor
middle
the
tower
IO.
is under attack.
So they are still blind. Although, you know, Silencer farming out alone with threat of relocate.
The thing actually came out. They think there's something going up here. DC's rotating support, but it might be too late. Misery taking heavy damage. The multicast not enough to save his life. And now Resolution has to time walk back to the tier 1 tower.
Wings did such a good job of evading vision of that Observer Ward, but Without Chronosphere up, not sure if DC can fight here. They're
Radiant's middle tower is under
Time
attack.
dilation, global silence comes out from Shadow, making this very difficult. Faith Beyond, blink forward, stuns over on Resolution with a timber chain over. They need more damage. Resolution's gonna go down. The Illuminate nearly nicks the back of Faith, but with the timber chain forward, Moose bringing the damage, but it's still not enough. Faith Beyond into the tree line, blink. He's got it. He's into the tree, starting a TP. The
Radiant's
Hawk away,
middle
keeping it
tower is under attack.
all the way home. It's found Hawking TA6 style. You're still brought back with a relocate. So Innocence will have to give up
Radiant's
his life
middle
here.
tower is under
He
attack.
lost a whopping 4 gold from that, already purchasing his earn. Right, but you also missed their D wards on the bottom lane, and Wings still have 3 up there. Smoke again, right as Global Silence is about to come off cooldown.
They want to defend bottom. The recall already came in. Weehaw was brought in. Blink in the neighborhood. There's the first for us. Is there help with the blinding light? Yeah, there is. Double TPs, but global silence again causing problems. Misery will arrive at Faith. He's in way too deep. The double crush, but Steel Mystic Flare will find the kill. He's trapped. The creeper's up in the tree line. He can't escape. The Illuminate will help get the kill. But it goes to Weehaw.
Take that.
As Wings force the issue a little too hard under the tier 1.
Over here.
Dire's top tower
This
is
T2
under
tower's gonna go
attack.
down unless Wings come over there, but no one's in sight.
Well, they still have a relocate, but Io is probably the closest of any of these heroes. Like, he can drag Shadow up, but that's all. Chronosphere now on Faith. TPs begin. Global silence once again, making this difficult for DC to get the instant kill. Finishing forward. Faith just explodes. They're gonna have more damage. Weehaw can get that ulti down. He can't. But it's not maintained up. Wings together, holding hands, and they make time together.
Dire's top
Just as
tower
they
is
fought,
under
Lewis
attack.
Rowe wants the tower, chains away, Wings, they buy back on Faith, they need a good crush out from him, Blink is off cooldown, he'll find Sasuke over in the tree line, so he'll take a fall too.
Dire's
I will
top tower
grab that
has
with a
been
Nile
denied.
tower, so a costly fight for Wings.
Pretty commonly on Skywrath, probably the best of the worlds, but Eul's is likely much, much better to help him out against the Storm Spirit in an instant cast so he can get out of the pudge hook potentially.
Oh, the smoke. Wings have knobs ward up. iceice will break it. Do they want to go on him? Roshan's not dead yet. They put the Timber Saw on the front lines. Digital Chaos trying to find that quick opening. Shadows nearby. There is no global silence in trouble. Blink is down. He'll commit suicide with a blood curse. He'll be back in 10 seconds, but 10 seconds may be too long. Shadow will go down. Instant attempted relocate will fail. He didn't get him out in time.
They can hook out the Wisp though. They can hook out the Wisp. That's the only play that I think they have to perhaps save him.
iceice is standing too far away. Now he's going to come down close enough to it. Innocence, the stun's there. iceice holds the hook. Instead, they may try and contest Roshan. Storm Spirit very easy to jump in, but the Observer wards up for both Dire and Radiant on the cliff side of Roshan. Here comes your first hook. They drag you up. He's on the ground.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Resolution! He hit the money line right here! Chain forward! Wings, where's your extra damage? Resolution will keep chasing down after him. Yields that are up, he can
Radiant's
face
top
out of
tower
it.
is
And
under
Moon
attack.
still was iceice. They're going to go straight first. He'll drop down, and they get them all! Wings, they had 5 feet. Time to fight through 10 of the grave.
Radiant's top tower is
Godly
under
Chrono
attack.
Spear from Resolution.
If you can stay in the right position.
They've been 5-manning a lot. They haven't really been in a vulnerable position for Wings to gank them with the reload.
iceice, he's found Moon. Relocate's on the way. They got extra help, and Moon's going to pop. Could not deny himself. He's actually in the neighborhood. Might try and find a revenge kill. It was a relocate in, so he knows there's only going to be one hero left. And it looks like iceice, the man without a single point up in Flash Heap, will tie to the magical damage of Weed. Inside the Dire jungle, while on bottom lane, Global Silence helps kill a Void. So tit for tat between DC and Wings.
Know exactly where they are.
So smart from Wings. They see it coming, but how do they react?
They need an Observer ward.
They actually can't TP out Blink. Blink is walking so far over that he can just jump, and there she goes into the tree line. Number 1, but the steal is up. You'll Scepter will dispel it. Global silence for Resolution. Drops the Chronosphere. They wait for him to hit the ground and then burn him in the light.
They knew that smoke was coming, but he didn't jump that far. I'm surprised he actually went to the right side instead of the left where the rest of his team was.
It was just the TP being on cooldown. Maybe he felt like he had to jump all the way up the tier 3 tower, but he had to close the distance to do that.
Perhaps, but if you just go to the left side, you have the Observer ward there. You can hide, pop the smoke.
Innocence. Oh, Weehaw! Blink in, you'll step to the cross! Here's the cross! They pull down Resolution! Almost back to Team on tower! He'll find one down! Hold on, Misery trying to save him! The Aegis, he wanted to bring it, so Weehaw back up again! And they're gonna burn down the slaughter! The assault into the for Wings. Unable to latch that hook, but it's still Shadow finding a double kill, repelling DC.
Trying to make use of the last couple of minutes of this observer ward, but DC are grouped up far too much. And things are going to get a lot easier once next daytime hits.
Oh, the observer ward, they see Blink. He's walking straight into misery. The stuns, the mystic flash. You'll set her up. Is there a military save? Yeah, no! Innocence! It's like he grabbed onto him, but not strong enough to pull him through the void. And now he's coming back in 3, 2, 1, and goodbye, Innocence. He'll spend his money before death, both mech recipe as well as buckle recipe. Every turn. May actually be on 1 Bloodstone charge soon. He's down to 3 Bloodstone charges on this Storm Spirit. Oof. And now he's building an item which you normally get when you have momentum. He's going back into the Orchid after Bloodstone and Yules. While Paul by the jungle, iceice, and Mystic Flare doing some work. He'll survive. The Glimmer Cape keeps him invis. And Face looking for the cross, and he misses now resolution. They already found one. Weeha is caught inside the Chronosphere. Trying to kill the Slaughter. Shadow will move over. Can they find the kill? Yules up from Slaughter. He'll go again up and towards the air. Shadow still wants to kill over on Weeha. Face will drop in the meantime with the Rod of Atos. The curse. It should be enough with the Yule Scepter. Dispel. Shadow's running out of mana. The blink out. We have to going restless for the time of third. A double kill for Moon. And Wings tided to the end of the earth in a stiff breeze.
Another phenomenal play coming out from Wings. Such an unlucky miss uphill as Silencer was going for the finishing blow. With the
they get that early balance their way when that Ogre rotates into mid, plus having an early game of help like the Skywrath Mage orbs.
Yeah, it might be time to bring back the 2-1-2 mid lane.
Top lane, quick jump, you'll step her up, that's the slaughter. Still got 6. Okay, couldn't charge it, so he had anything. He didn't even have a chance to trigger it off as Moo finds the kill. The favorites to do it for DC. They will be the first to claim the full set of racks on top. Fortification from Wings is slowing this fight down. iceice looking for a good angle. Blink jumps in. They don't have the opening just yet. The smoke, the hog. It actually drives the Slaughter out of his club. They still don't go for the multicast. Blink falls down outside the corner. Slaughter's having an instant. He can't pull it out in time. They'll have to hold in. They have to back up. Under the DC.
Dire's top base are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
DC take game number 1 of the TI6 Grand Final against Wings. The boys went all the way through the winner's bracket.
Jeez. We is insane on that Skywrath Mage. And again, the early game of Ogre from Misery. You can still feel the effect of his first 5 minutes.
And it's the confidence of team